here's what it comes down to, and this is to wrap up the social conditioning section, then we're going to do a 5-minute break. Ultimately, what you have to understand is this. The magic pill is not what you're looking for here. It's deep identity level change. A man who's attracted to women, the self is always coming through with him. Who you are is always broadcasting out. Always. Without effort, without trying, it just happens. And that's the last sort of principle that we're going to start. Because remember how I came up with the first 3 principles? Being attracted to women is something that you are, not something you do. Being, not doing, and deep identity level change. Well, this is the last introductory principle that I'm going to put to you guys. And this is the major theme of this program as well. The self is always coming through. All right? The self is always coming through. And that is what you guys, when we do this break, I want you to really think about that. That the self is always coming through. What it means is this. If you're a cool guy, you can say the dumbest type of stuff, and you'll get away with it. If you're still working on that inner self, you can say the coolest things in the world, and it doesn't hit. An example would be like, even the body language. Body language, something that we would consider to be like a really pure form of attraction. And guys will say to me, is body language important? I say, sure it is. And they say, really? It's really important, right? I say, yeah, but you know what? The self is always coming through. They say, what do you mean? I'll approach a girl like this. I'll put my hands in my pockets, which is considered to be bad. I'll put my things up like this, and I'll go, hi there. Who are you? Who are you? Okay, right? And guess what? Even though this is bad body language, all right? Think about this, guys. Think about it.
But your vibe's neutral.
It's still neutral. It doesn't matter. Think about that. I can go up and say, hey, I like salad.
Good for you.
I like Caesar salad.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But I don't like croutons.
All right.
Do you see my dilemma here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an opener. Do you want to know another great opener? I do it all the time. It goes like this.
Hi. It's not long ago.
That's the opener.
Wow.
Simple. So simple. You want to know another opener? Hi.
Hi.
Want to know another opener? Hey, who are you? Okay. Another good opener. All right. You want to know an awesome opener? Okay? Simple. All right? Those are openers that I use, not necessarily as my best openers, but to show a point. What am I showing?
But you can open with anything. You're non-threatening. Your vibe is good.
The self is always coming true.
The self is always coming through.
So basically, you're not dependent on response.
Nah, man. The self is always coming through. If a cool guy does that, he'll get a great response. A guy who is doing it like the guy who watches the Blueprint DVD set, and he's like, a stare opener. That's a new magic pill, right? So he's like, ooh. Right? And then there goes, like that, right? Okay? You know? Didn't work, man. I knew this shit don't work. All right? So that, you know, and that's the thing, is that in a lot of ways, since we've done this, we've almost had to come up with like 2 classifications of openers, like openers that work for cool dudes and openers that like newbies have to use, you know, because the truth is, like, it's, you know, the self is always coming through. All right? The self is always coming through. And isn't that liberating? Right? Isn't that a liberating thing? because you realize that you don't need to keep doing stuff all the time just to attract a girl. And then that brings us back, before we take our break here, to this very first diagram right here, which is that you're not down here. But if you think you are, then of course you're going to have to get fancy, take hold of her attention. But when you know you're there, the self is coming through, all right, and through the subcommunication. And it's a beautiful thing. And this is where you can become a natural. And this is where, almost going back full circle to where I started my story today, about how I was so paranoid about, like, the media spotlight on this stuff and it wasn't going to work anymore and all that kind of stuff. No, of course not. I love the media spotlight. I think it's great. I watch this stuff. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the people involved in it. I'm a fan of all of it. I love it. I'm not like, oh, no, it's not going to work anymore. How could this stuff stop working? What? Cool people are now off the map for girls? If he seems cool, watch out. Okay? It can't happen. Can't happen.
Either it works or it doesn't.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So look, but here's what else is beautiful is that, and we're going to learn this. We're going to spend 4 days learning this. In being put in a position where I had to let go of the crutches, which was, at the time was very unsettling, it forced me to do something that really deeply benefited me as a whole. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do in this program, okay, as we're wrapping up this introduction here, is I want you guys to take this stuff and use it not only to be phenomenally successful with women, I'm talking ridiculous, but also you're going to use it to become better in every aspect of your life and to make your experience of your life much higher quality.